Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you points right off the bat, though. You seem like a way cooler person, and way more of a kind soul than Scratch. I don't know,
Don't
man.
give me points yet, okay?
I mean,
Don't give
as
me
long
points
as you
yet.
don't ad hominem me or like personally attack me, I think I'm gonna give you points because your twin brothers seem to do that a lot. I mean, we can disagree on things and still be friends, whatnot, or whatever the fuck you call it. Excuse my language, but whatever acquaintances. We can still be acquaintances, and but show kindness and respect during debates. I think that's important. Like, just because you don't like someone's views, you shouldn't talk badly about them. In my opinion, I mean, I'm 24 years old, and in my opinion, like as soon as you start like bad mouthing someone or going to personal insults, you kind of like lost the whole entire discussion. And I mean, it's not really about even winning or losing. It's more about just having a discussion and talking things through and having opinions and whatnot. But so, how are you doing, man? Are you in college as well, like your brother, or no?
Huh? Yeah, I'm also in college. We go to the same college.
Oh, you do go to the same college. Why aren't you guys roommates?
Good question, honestly.
Hey, Bernal, let's go. How are you doing? This is the other fella's twin brother. He was here before when you saw your brother in here. Have you seen my channel before? Did you see me and your brother's debate? It was an interesting discussion, or no? I'm sure he showed it to
Yeah,
you.
I did. Yeah, I saw it.
But I actually want to have this discussion with him too. I mean, I kind of let him, focus more on what topics he wanted to focus on, but this time I'm going to kind of focus on topics I want to. So let's start with this question. I mean, we're just getting started, but I mean, I hope we keep this peaceful, respectful, etc., etc. That's all I'm going to say. My name is Graham, by the way. I'm the one with this Euro and Travel channel. Um, what was your name again, or should I just refer to you as Cringe Leftist?
Yeah, you can just call me cringy. Yeah, that works.
Okay, I mean, I like that name. I like that name too, but maybe it's because I'm biased. I do think they are cringe. Yeah, this kid looks more respectful and humble. That's exactly what I'm saying. But he's telling me not to judge him right away. But do you think illegal immigrants get health care? Like, do you think they get Medicare?
To some extent through Medi-Cal, although the like if we're talking like net fiscally, if you look at the amount of money they put into the federal government and the amount of money to take out of the federal government, it's going to be net positive from illegal immigrants.
Well, I don't
They're
know
not
where you
even
get
like
those
they're not
numbers
eligible.
from, but
Yeah, if
that's
you look at the
interesting
Cato
that you
Institute,
brought that up. Go ahead. And sorry, I didn't
you
mean to
look at the
talk
Cato
over you.
Institute study, and like if there's any
Kane Institute, Kano Institute. How about we look at the
Cato.
actual numbers of the fiscal balance sheet right here? So the illegal immigrants contributed $8.5 billion in state and local and federal taxes in California last year. This program cost 179 billion, but I mean, it is what it is. Also, I mean, we can't really say that it's a net positive because the Medi-Cal program it costs 15 to 20,000 per person for the healthcare plan per year. That's $15 to $20,000 per year. Are illegal immigrants paying $20,000 a year in taxes? Are Americans even paying $20,000 a year in taxes? If you're making a median salary, the average American median salary, 45, $50,000 a year, you're not paying $20,000 in taxes, and that's not even including food stamp programs or any other programs that
So wait,
they
I
could be
just want
getting
to be clear here.
access
Did
to.
you say? I just want to be clear here. Did you say that was that just overall Medi-Cal numbers you're
These
referring
are
to there?
this is it says cost roughly 170 billion total Medi-Cal spending in 2024 to 2025, with about one third of it coming from directly the states funded, and the rest is funded by the federal government.
Okay, and then like what percentage of the people on Medi-Cal are legal immigrants?
I don't think we actually have numbers on that, but considering this program can only give, considering the total amount of taxes they contribute to the actual, we got that $179 billion number, and the illegal undocumented immigrants contribute $8 billion in taxes per year. I mean, that means like less
Well, what
than
you
like
also have to consider is that immigrants in general consume healthcare at 55% less than native citizens do.
where do you get that numbers from?
Cato Institute.
Can you link me it and send it in the Discord? Cato Institute. I remember looking something up. Aren't they out of San Francisco? So don't they have a political bias? I mean, that's not a government source. That's
They're
not any kind of
they're a
reputable
libertarian
source.
organization. Yeah, government doesn't the government doesn't keep track of numbers, like every single number. You know that, right? The
Yeah,
government
I
does
know
like
that,
certain
but I've
the
noticed
government will do
every
like
single
certain estimates that
statistic.
are the core certain core estimates that are like relevant to whatever they need for like whatever information they need, but they're not going to do a lot of the stuff that like we might want to know about. So we're going to have to like refer to like other third party trusted sources.
But using common sense here instead of Cato Institute's numbers saying that, oh, they're a net positive to the system. I mean, every single one of them. I'm not even talking about all illegal immigrants right now. I'm just talking about the ones on the Medi-Cal program, et cetera, et cetera. They are taking $15,000 to $20,000 a year for this program. And do you think they pay $15,000 to $20,000 a year per person
Well, I
in
don't know what.
taxes?
Hmm?
Do you think they pay $15,000 to $20,000 a year in taxes for each illegal immigrant?
Probably not like each legal immigrant, but I wouldn't be surprised if holistically it's a net positive because they not
I mean,
every
how
illegal
are
immigrant
illegal
is on
immigrants making? Are a bunch of
Medi-Cal.
them millionaires? Because for that to happen, they would have a bunch of them would have to be making over 150,000 a year. And why would they
No,
be here undocumented if they're making over six figures yearly?
no. So like for example, we have in America, like in America, we have two people who are on disability. They might not be generating like that much. Like might
Of
not
course,
be
but
like
they're
that
here
economically
illegally.
productive. Yeah, they might not be that economically productive. But as a whole, American citizens are tax positive fiscally
Of
because
course,
American
because American citizens are
because
normally
Americans
making
yeah
more money than undocumented ones.
because only a small percentage of American citizens are on disability. Does that
Also,
make
because
sense?
American citizens, a lot of them are making over six figures a year. If you were here undocumented, you wouldn't be making six figures a year because if you're making six figures a year, you would probably, purchase some kind of program to get legal visas and legal citizenship. If you're making $250,000 a year, you would be fixing the issue with your citizenship. You'd go to an immigration attorney. You would go to, I mean, the facts are, don't most of these immigrants come here for a better life? Would you agree or would you disagree?
Yeah, I would say they come here for a better life.
So with that kind of, and a lot of them, not all of them, a lot of them or most of them are probably unskilled workers because if they had, if they had some kind of crazy skill, they would be going through visa programs. Is that fair to say or no?
You're saying that most of them would be visa program?
I
Excuse me.
know I'm saying if they were skilled laborers, like they had some kind of engineering degree, doctor degree, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, wouldn't they be coming here through visa
Oh yeah, no,
programs?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, if they were eligible for HB1 visas, obviously they'd come here. It's like there's again there.
So is it
I mean,
fair to
this
say
is
that a lot of these immigrants are unskilled laborers?
hmm?
Is it
Yeah. There's
fair to
if there's
say
unskilled. Yeah, I think it's fair to say that like if there's unskilled jobs that we need people to work, and there are people who want to work those unskilled jobs or low skilled jobs, and they can work them. I don't see a
So
problem
I
with that.
understand that, but if they're coming here, they're unskilled, they're not paying $20,000 a year in taxes, and this insurance plan costs $20,000 a year. So I'm not including the entire country here. We're just specifically talking about California. That would mean every single undocumented immigrant on Medi-Cal would be, a net negative to the system.
Well, how
But
many
let's see.
undocumented? Okay, wait. To get back to the court, how many undocumented immigrants are in Mexico?
Let's see. Let's see if we can get a number. I'm trying to pull up right now. An estimated 1.6 million undocumented adults were enrolled in Medi-Cal in California.
Where's that from?
Hold on one second. According to the Healthcare Care Foundation, the healthcare, the California Healthcare Foundation. I can send you the link. Give me one second because this is an AI overview and it's giving me, the numbers.
It's an AI overview.
Yeah, I'm asking for a source, but it does give a source. Here, let's see deep dive mode. What's the source?
I mean, but like again, overall, federally, illegal immigrants are going to be fiscally positive, even if they're fiscally
I haven't
negative in
really
this one
seen any
instance.
studies for that. There's no government statistics. I'm not really here to
So if you
argue
go to
that
my so
because there's
if you go
only
to my dis
biased third party independent sources that are arguing
okay,
like based on their politics
well
side. It's not really
everything
anything
is
else.
all sources are biased. But if you go to my bio, in my Substack, my entire all my research documents there, and if you go to the I think wages and labor section of the that document, then my source for that will be there. It'll be the Cato Institute. Basically, they said I think it was a sample size of 36,000 illegal immigrants. They said that wasn't enough to come to any like conclusive conclusion, but it does point towards illegal immigrants being largely fiscally beneficial on the federal
But
level.
Cato Institute is very, pro illegal immigration and very biased, and it was founded in
What do you mean by pro
San
illegal
Francisco,
immigration?
one of the most liberal cities in the entire country.
What is pro illegal immigration?
They want illegal immigrants to come into this country. They're completely fine with
Okay,
that.
no one's pro illegal immigration. People just
I
don't
mean, there's
want
people
people.
that are pro illegal immigration. I debate
No,
them all
okay,
the time. Open
people
borders
no.
people, pro illegal immigrants, tons of them. Smash
Okay, the
that
Cato
like
Institute.
and subscribe button though. If you
Okay,
guys
the
have
Cato
any
Institute isn't
questions,
pro
comments,
legal
drop some
immigration.
super chats.
The Cato Institute wants to be like um, reasonable about illegal immigrants and say like, hey, it's like
Mm,
generally when it comes to immigrants,
let's see
they're
what I can find
fiscally
about their
positive.
bias.
They contribute to our GDP. They're not taking our jobs. They're not lowering our GDP. They're not destroying the country.
Well, you just said most of them come here undocumented, which kind of proves or not undocumented, unskilled. They're unskilled laborers. You agreed on that point already. And unskilled laborers make less than, the average people. And isn't it true that illegal immigrants
Yeah,
that
but
come
they're
here
not
are getting
okay.
paid below the regular minimum wages? Like, say there's an American citizen doing construction and there's an illegal immigrant doing construction. Who is going to get more money, the illegal or the American citizen?
Mhm. Oh, the American citizens, but what you're not
Who's going
considering
to get
is that
more money, the illegal or the
no, I'm
American?
sorry, the
The
Americans. I
American.
said the American citizen.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I couldn't hear
But yeah,
you. You were
but you're
talking a
not.
little bit fast.
Yeah, but we're not considering. Okay, I'm sorry. What was the point you're making?
The
I'm
point
trying
I'm
to answer.
making is that first off that lowers the GDP because and first off they're getting paid less. They're getting paid less the GDP per capita because they're making less than the federal minimum
Okay,
wages
how does okay wait, okay it doesn't lower GDP. They work jobs.
per
They produce
capita
products.
per capita per person.
Wait, I'm sorry. Do you think if our economy is expanding and like low skilled jobs are opening up, do you
Expanding
think? Yeah, if the economy is expanding and there's low
with
skilled
illegal
jobs.
immigrants.
No, if the U.S. economy is expanding and there are low skilled jobs that need to be filled, do you think people should be able to fill those low skilled jobs?
Yeah, we have plenty of American citizens that would fill them.
Where are the 14 million Americans sitting around? Excuse me.
How many Americans are unemployed? Put them to work.
There are more jobs than there are unemployed people
And
right
how do
now.
you know how do you know that there's 14 million illegal immigrants working at certain jobs if they're
Uh,
not even
that's D, that's
documented?
that's DHS and no DHS and Pew Research numbers. What they do is they look at census data from countries like Mexico, Venezuela, etc., and then they compare that to census data here, and then we can, and then there will be like gaps, and then from that we can derive an estimate of the population of illegal immigrants.
Well, as we've seen, a lot of immigrants have been deported that were under Trump, and a lot of the Amish are
Yeah, but
now
yeah,
filling in the
I'm
construction jobs because the Amish love these kinds of jobs.
okay. No, I'm asking you, where are the 14 million jobs? Where are the 14 million
I
workers?
mean, we have over 7 million unemployed Americans, so that could definitely throw it away
There
to
are
half
already
of those
more
jobs.
jobs open. There literally are
There are.
already more job positions open right now than there are unemployed people. So like again, like where are these
Well, then
14
why do the
million?
Democrats say that the economy is doing horrible and no one can find a job?
Wait, who's saying that? Like, I'm sorry. Wait, no, address my point. Not me. I'm not the Democrats. Address me.
Tell homie my bad for joining. I didn't know he was live on TikTok. This is his brother. I don't know if you're talking about Scratch or what, but this is his brother. Sorry, go back to your point. I got interrupted by that super chat there.
Yeah,
Just
like
saying, I'm not saying to deport all of them. Neither is Trump. He literally wants to keep. He's talked about this before, but he hasn't implemented a plan. But he says he wants to keep people that are working in agriculture that have been here for 10, 20 years. He's going to open up new programs. But this is all just theoretical. We have not. Can
well,
you name one
I need
instance?
I need you to acknowledge the fact, acknowledge reality that most likely legal immigrants on the federal level are fiscally beneficial, and that most
Can
likely, and
you
actually no,
acknowledge that they're
and I
making
wait,
slave
wait,
wages
wait a second.
less than the
Yes,
federal minimum
is
wage
that a
and they're
reason
being
to?
taken
Wait, is that a
advantage
reason?
of?
Is that a reason to deport them?
Yeah, because they're being taken advantage
Okay, do
of.
you think okay, just reality check real quick? Do you think illegal immigrants are better off here or in El Salvador?
Who says they're getting deported to El Salvador? They
Wait,
don't all get
do
sent
you
to
think
El
illegal immigrants
Salvador.
are better off here or in Venezuela?
Mexico? Why does it have to be Venezuela? They're not all
You think illegal
Venezuelans.
immigrants are, wait, do you
And
think
second
illegal
off,
immigrants
I
are
don't
better?
care where they're better off. They have to come into the country
Okay, wait, so
legally.
you can't say, okay, you can't say, okay, you can't make
Will
the
you
argument that I
acknowledge?
think,
Will you
huh?
acknowledge that they're not
Now,
paying enough in
obviously acknowledge.
taxes?
What?
Sorry.
Not, yeah. Okay,
Okay,
so
I'll
just
acknowledge that. Okay,
real
we
quick.
need some
Okay,
of their
not paying enough in
workers. Is
tax.
that
I'm
what you
sorry,
wanted me
real
to
quick,
acknowledge? That we need some of them? There you go.
real quick. Not paying enough in taxes. Okay, the
No, you didn't
reason
even
you
let me
could say
talk
it's
about the point.
fair,
Let me say the
or to
point
just,
first.
hmm?
Let me say the point, please. There is about over, I believe, 14 or 15 states, and there's also the emergency Medicare program, which gives everyone in all 50 states Medicare if they break an arm, pregnancy, blah, 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 etc. If immigrants, illegal immigrants, or any of these 14 states, there's getting these insurance plans, which we've already established, they cost $20,000 a year. Anyone that's on any kind of these benefits, like I'm not talking about all illegal immigrants, so don't try to, focus in on this. Any illegal immigrants that are getting these free Medicare programs that cost $20,000 per person per year on the taxpayer are not a net positive because they are not paying $20,000 a year in taxes. Do we agree on that? Yes or no?
Yeah, but again, there's different eligibility requirements in
I understand they have to
through
be
each state.
poor.
You don't even know the number of illegal immigrants that are on Medicare slash Medi-Cal,
I
and
just
we already
told you
know that.
about 1.6 million are on it in
Okay, wait,
California.
what was it? Did you link the source, or
Yeah, I'll link you the source right now. I mean, you can look it up yourself as well, but I'll link
we
you.
already acknowledged that like illegal immigrants statistically, like, or immigrants in general statistically, consume healthcare at 55% less than
I
like
mean, that's from
the
the
native
Cato
citizens do.
Institute. I already told you I don't believe in a liberal institute that every single
Wait, I'm
statistic
sorry.
they push
Wait,
out
do you
is
think the
pro illegal immigration.
do you
Why
think
would I
okay? Wait,
believe that?
do you think the Cato Institute is pro illegal immigration? Wait, no. Do you think no? I'm sorry.
I
Do you
mean,
think
I
the
have
Cato
not
Institute
seen
is
one single
liberal?
statistic of them criticizing anything wrong with illegal immigration
Wait, I'm sorry.
whatsoever.
Do you think the Cato Institute's a liberal organization?
I mean, they say that they're libertarian. That means they're from freedom, right? So that means they
They're
want, freedom of
libertarian.
illegal immigrants. Libertarian. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, okay. So
That's
don't
what I
call them
said,
liberal. They're
actually.
not. They're not liberals. They're libertarians. I don't know why
They're
we're
ultra
construing
libertarian.
them.
They believe in, illegal immigration, obviously, with the numbers that they're giving.
Well, you believe in illegal immigration? Nobody wants illegal immigration. People just want easy immigration.
I'm telling you, people say just let them all come in.
Okay, wait.
Open
I'm
the
sorry.
borders up, no border, etc., etc.
No.
But we
Okay.
got
No one's
400
in.
people in here. Can you guys smash that like and subscribe button? It's Friday. If you have any comments or questions, drop some super chats. Holy cow, these chats are going fast. But here, U.S. Berkeley Labor Center says 710,000 low-income undocumented residents of became eligible and joined the illegal the illegal immigrants getting health care, the Medi-Cal program.
It's 7,000.
That's one, and another source says 1.1 million.
1.1. Okay.
It
What
depends
source
on
is
which
1.1
source you
million?
use.
What source is 1.1 million?
1.1 million. It says no. It says previously eligible over 1.1 million.
Okay. Which source is this?
It's I think it's all the Institute USC Berkeley Labor Center.
Can you just like DM it to me through
Sure.
Discord, please? But again, like illegal immigrants aren't eligible for most welfare programs. Obviously, they're not. If they're, they some of them still even pay taxes, even though they aren't eligible for the welfare programs that they in theory should be if you're paying taxes.
I mean, they're here illegally. In theory, they shouldn't even be in the country.
Okay, well, I don't know why okay. I don't know why you're acting like it would be like a reasonable thing to assume that illegal immigrants are fiscally draining when they aren't eligible for like 99% of federal welfare programs.
Like I said, I already explained it to you using common sense instead of using a bunch of Cato Institute statistics. I broke
Cato
it down
Institute
to you
studies.
with.
Okay, I've explained to you too. Again, they aren't eligible for the majority of federal welfare programs. That's a true fact.
Doesn't matter if they're using free healthcare that costs 20,000 per
Okay, you
year and
can't.
they're
You
not
okay? I
paying
don't know why I should trust you
20,000 per year in
when you
taxes. The
okay.
numbers are simply right there. It's a negative about $16,000 per illegal immigrant because they're only paying like $4,000 or $5,000 a year in
Okay, wait.
taxes at max.
I'm sorry. I don't know why. I don't know why you can use these numbers if you don't even know the amount of immigrants that are on
I
Medi-Cal. You
told
still
you
haven't
the
sent me over
number.
the
I'm trying
sources.
to look up the source right now, but it keeps saying the URL is expired or something. So you're gonna have to give me a minute. It says access denied. But here, I'll send it to you. Maybe it'll open for you. But for me, it's not opening.
And plus, in most states, illegal immigrants aren't even eligible for their Medicare programs. So those illegal immigrants would be making up for
Once
the ones
again, they
in
get the
California.
emergency Medicare. So if they have a baby, that's going to cost about tens of thousands on the taxpayer system.
Okay, so we have to consider that immigrants typically consume healthcare at like a 55% less rate than native citizens.
Okay, even if a quarter of them are all paying, it would take five illegal immigrants to cover one single illegal immigrant's health care based on taxes statistically. Because if they're making the median salary, which once again, we've already addressed that unskilled laborers are not making the median American salary because they're underpaid, they're not meeting the federal wages. So we've already addressed that they're not paying as much taxes as the a median American salary people are. They're paying less taxes, not to mention that it costs 20,000, 15 to 20,000. I'll send that as well. Did the first link I send work for you?
Search an
I
adult
mean, it's really
immigrants.
hard to know if
Enrollment freeze for undocumented immigrants 19 plus.
when was this? What is this?
That's the source you just sent me.
Maybe it's the wrong one. Okay, here's the source. Here's the source. I found the source. This one's actually pulling up for me now. 1.6 million. There you go. Check this source. So even if there's 4 million or 5 million undocumented immigrants that are paying taxes in California, which there's not, if there's 1.6 million on healthcare, even if there was 4 or 5 million other illegal immigrants that weren't on healthcare, it would still just be a break even, not even including any other kind of federal programs or any hospital visits or anything else that they're using of the
Okay, wait,
taxpayer
wait, I'm
money.
sorry. Where in here does it say 1 million immigrants
Did
are
you
on
get the one I
FedGov?
sent you, the ed source? Did you get the ed source?
Yeah, nowhere in here does it say.
Look in the
Okay,
middle. He said now there are 1.6 million undocumented adults enrolled in Medi-Cal, which is about 5.3% of the total enrollment. It's literally like right in the smack dab middle. Medi-Cal in California provides state-funded health care to illegal immigrants. I know it's also federally funded as well. But I appreciate that super chat. But smash that like and subscribe button.
okay, but again, yeah, they are eligible for the vast majority of our welfare programs. They
It
actually,
doesn't
in fact,
matter.
they
That's
pay.
not the argument. They're
In fact, they pay into Social Security. They pay into Social Security, which they will never benefit from.
Doesn't matter. They barely pay any taxes. How much taxes do you think an illegal immigrant pays a year? Let's start there. How much taxes a
I
year?
think in the I think in the fair study they said 15,000 per year.
15,000 a year? What fucking
I
study
think
are
in
you
income
looking
tax.
at? American
I
citizens
think
don't pay
that
15,000 a year,
yeah, they
dude.
were very generous. They were very generous in
No,
that one.
American citizens that are making $50,000 a year, they do not pay $15,000 in taxes. What world are these people living in?
Yeah, so in within the fair study they used like the most generous estimate for
Most generous
illegal immigrant.
immigrants aren't making 100 fucking grand a year.
Yeah,
There's no way they're paying. That's complete.
they just use the average they just use the average they just took the average income of Americans and then assume that for illegal immigrants
No, American
since we don't.
dude. Have you ever
Oh,
paid taxes before? If you're making $50,000 a year, you don't hand over 15K of it
okay, wait, I'm
to the
sorry.
government.
I'm sorry. Did I not explain why that number was that number?
Here, look. Someone says I make more than 50 grand a year. I don't even pay 10K in taxes, and he's in
Okay, wait, I'm sorry.
California. He
Did I
lives in
wait, I'm sorry.
California. He makes more than 50 grand a year. He doesn't even pay 10K a year in taxes. He's making more than the median salary. Cato Institute is full of shit. Don't know what else to tell you.
I didn't even say Cato Institute. I said fair. That wasn't even the Cato Institute. Jesus fucking Christ,
What
bro.
size? What source?
That was fair. Federal. They from their 2024 study. Sorry, I can't remember the fucking acronym.
Doesn't matter.
That's
People
from.
in
What do you mean
California, we
doesn't
have people
matter?
in chat. They're all laughing. They're thinking, I don't even pay $10,000 a year in taxes, and I make more than 50 grand a year in California. So
Okay, wait.
no
I'm
one's
sorry.
believing
Wait,
they're
are
paying
illegal immigrants? Wait, I'm
15
sorry.
grand a year in
Are legal
taxes.
immigrants? Are legal immigrants eligible for the majority of federal welfare programs?
Doesn't matter. Are they taking
Wait,
twenty
no, no.
thousand
Wait. Can you
plus
answer the
dollars of
question?
benefits a year? Yes, they are.
Wait. Are they eligible for the majority of federal welfare programs?
I mean, depends. They get free 4 and 5 star housing in New York City.
Those are asylum seekers. The ones in the Roosevelt Hotel were asylum seekers and people on TPS. That's
Actually,
100%.
some of them were illegal immigrants that were in asylum seekers. I mean, I can look that up as well. But
Okay, wait. So wait, what federal welfare programs are legal immigrants eligible for besides some
Medi-Cali,
beside
that's
besides
twenty thousand
Medi-Cal
dollars a year in
besides Medi
taxpayer
okay wait,
dollars.
besides Medi-Cal?
I mean, I have not really looked into, some of them are using, IT, or what is it called? ITTNs, and can't they apply with that to federal programs?
No, if IT they can do it. They can pay taxes with ITIN numbers. In order to be eligible for most federal welfare programs, you need a social security number. Again,
Let's
most
see, let's
illegal
see.
immigrants aren't eligible for the majority of federal welfare programs.
Let me look into
That's
this.
why
Once
in
again,
all
it doesn't
likelihood
matter
they're fiscally
because
beneficial.
we've already established they're a deficit, and that was never my argument. I never said
You
that they
can't
were
say
using most of the
you
welfare
literally can't say in
programs.
one state they are eligible for this
In
specific for
over
Medicare.
14,
And
in over 10 states, 14 or 15 states.
okay, wait, I'm sorry, you can't say
This costs hundreds of billions of dollars.
wait, I'm sorry, just a second. Hundreds of billions of dollars.
Yes, Medi-Cali cost $186 billion just to run that program there a year. We're not even including all the other
Okay, and they said
14
okay,
states.
in your own article they said it made up 5.3% of enrollment. So illegal
Yes,
immigrants are
that
costing
was
hundreds of billions of dollars.
I mean, I'm talking about every single state, and I'm talking about all the programs.
Okay, so again, if you can't say like in 10 states they're eligible
They
for this
all
much,
they
in
also
10
get free
states
schooling. They
illegal
get
immigrants
free
are eligible
schooling.
for
You want to
wait
talk about how
I'm
much schools cost? Schools cost another 15,000 per
wait, I'm
year.
sorry.
So we
Wait,
stack
I'm
that
sorry.
fifteen
Wait.
thousand plus the Medi-Cal they're getting. That means they are now $35,000 in
Okay,
debt
wait, I'm
to the
sorry. Are we
national
wait,
tax
just a
system.
second. Wait, I'm sorry. Are we talking about state? Are you talking about state,
I mean,
local,
it's
or
not a
federal?
welfare program. Sorry,
Wait, no, are we talking about state, local, or federal? Let's get this. Let's
for what?
for taxes.
I mean, it depends on which state you're talking about because some
Are we
states are
talking about
federally
state?
funded and
Are we
some are
talking
state
about
funded.
okay, how about we just say federal for now?
I think California and maybe one or two others, maybe are possible other ones, but they're mostly state funded. To be honest with you,
Okay, let's stick to state. So when we're no, I mean federal. When we're talking about federal, if we're trying to figure out whether illegal immigrants are fiscally beneficial on the federal level, you would have to go to each state. You would have to see you have to see how many illegal immigrants are enrolled to their Medicare program if they are eligible for their Medicare program whatsoever, and then you'd have to calculate the cost. I guess per person
here we go.
in that
Here's a
state.
super
And then
chat.
and then finally you need to find out whether that state Medicare program was state funded, federally funded, or what percent of it was state funded. After that, you could derive a number in order to figure out whether illegal immigrants are fiscally beneficial on the federal level. Taking
Say it
California and
again.
then wait,
Okay, continue with what you're saying.
yeah, this the kind of number you're looking for would require you to maybe do a couple hours of research, looking into multiple different
Looking at
states.
all these, I mean, if there was federal numbers, it would be much easier. Would you agree? Yes or no?
Federal numbers.
Like if there was numbers on this kind of stuff. But let me read these two super chats because two people dropped super chats and they donated, so I'd really like to read them. First person is against me, obviously. They said undocumented immigrants pay $96 billion in taxes in 2022, while deporting them would cost $1 trillion. They use few benefits, thinking mass deportation makes sense is foolish. You didn't do the math. Well, one thing I would like to address Trump, no president thinks that we're going to deport 30 million illegal immigrants out of this country. Everyone
Why
knows that's
does 30
statistically
million? Where the
infeasible.
fuck did you get that number?
Sorry?
30 million? Let's be clear here. There's like I
What do
think
you
the
mean?
latest
What 30
estimates are for
million number?
you said 30 million illegal
Okay,
immigrants. Let's
okay, yeah. 20 to 30 million, whatever you want to think. It's 1 million.
It's around 14 million.
Okay, well, I would say 20 million at least minimum, but no one thinks that we're going to deport all these illegal immigrants. No one's thinking that we're going to deport, 14 or 20 or 30 million illegal immigrants. It's feasibly impossible. But I mean, I'm pretty sure they say Bill Clinton deported 12 million or something like that. But I don't know if that's true either. But no one thinks that's going to happen. And as I just stated, if they're first off, let's even pretend for a second that they are benefits to the economy. Okay, let's pretend for a second they're a
They are.
benefit.
They, okay, wait. How are they
Let's
not
just pretend.
beneficial to
I'll
the?
agree with you for
Wait,
two
what do you mean?
seconds.
Wait,
Just
no,
a
no.
hypothetical situation.
Okay, wait.
A
I'm sorry.
hypothetical
Let's not.
situation.
I don't want to pretend. I want to be completely
No,
clear
no.
here.
Let me
Illegal
just
immigrants are
say a
110%
hypothetical
fit.
situation. Hypothetically, illegal immigrants are beneficial to this economy. Even if they are beneficial, there's still an $8 billion, or there's still a set amount of budget in
So,
California for
so okay.
Medi-Cali. That
So
means
wait. Okay, wait.
only a certain let me talk. Only a certain amount of people can get this healthcare program because there's only a set amount of budget. So that means even if they were contributing, that means you would be prioritizing illegal immigrants that came into this country before Americans, even if they did contribute to the system.
Okay. I just want to be
You would
completely.
still be prioritizing illegals that broke the
Jesus.
law over Americans.
I want to be 100% clear
Cool. If
here. Saying,
illegals
wait,
don't
I'm
get
sorry. Say, okay,
Medi-Cali,
wait,
the
I'm sorry.
hospitals will basically
Jesus
go
Christ.
bankrupt because emergency
Say,
rooms can't refuse patients based on
saying that illegal
immigration
immigrants in wait,
status.
saying that illegal immigrants in California might be fiscally draining doesn't mean that illegal immigrants as a whole are fiscally draining. Those are two
Okay,
very
okay.
different
That's
numbers,
a
and
word.
to assume so will be absurd.
No, it's not absurd because they're taking in a lot
Really?
of programs. Are you agreeing with me
If I
saying
okay,
that
wait,
they
if I
are
said the crime,
possibly
if I said the
fiscally draining the California?
huh?
Are you agreeing saying that they are fiscally draining to California? Yes or no?
Yeah, for the sake of this debate, I'll concede, sure.
Okay, okay, wonderful. But can I add one more thing? Would you also agree that let's pretend I'll do the devil's advocate here. I'll pretend and say they aren't fiscally draining, that they're a benefit to the California economy. When there's a set amount of
Okay, no,
budget, should illegal
no,
immigrants
no,
get
no, don't
free
say.
health
Okay,
care
so
instead of Americans?
I want to be
And
clear.
someone made
We're
this
talking.
comment right here. I would
We're
like to
talking about
address this too.
the economy and the economy and the fiscal budget are two different things, and we should keep these separate.
Yeah,
We have
but
to be like very specific
There's a
here.
budget. Only a certain amount of Americans in California can get this Medi-Cali program. And I'd also address this comment real quick. This guy said Medi-Cali, the hospitals will go basically bankrupt because emergency rooms can't refuse patients based on immigration status. Well, what's the difference between us paying for their Medi-Cali and us paying for their insurance room visit? It's both funded by taxpayer dollars. I mean, they're just going to get hit with the bill or however it works. I mean, the hospitals aren't going to go bankrupt. Either way, it's going to get paid with the same federal dollars that both things are getting paid with, which is taxpayer dollars. Either the hospital is going to get paid with federal dollars or Medi-Cal is going to get paid with federal dollars. So we don't really need to give them. That's not a good argument for. I do appreciate the thought in that one because that is a good one, but either way, it's going to get paid for by federal dollars. But we should not encourage illegal immigrants to get Medi-Cali before legal citizens. If we had an unlimited budget and everyone can get it, sure, okay, maybe we can make the argument then. But they shouldn't be getting anything because they're illegal. First off, and even if we made the argument that they should get it, there's only a set amount of people that can get it. So it's either a million Americans, it's either a couple of million Americans can get it, or some illegals and some Americans can get it. It's really
Okay,
that
then
simple.
okay. Well, if you're so concerned about illegal immigrants not paying taxes, why don't you just advocate for them getting some sort of
Sorry?
citizenship status? How about you advocate for them getting some sort of like
I do
citizenship status?
advocate for them to get some kind of citizenship status, but do you agree with what I was saying that there's a set amount of budget for this insurance program? That means only a set amount of people can get it. That means if we choose illegal immigrants over citizens, that means we're prioritizing illegals over citizens because there's citizens that are in line for this and they can't get it because of the budget.
I'm not exactly sure how California system works. I don't know if they just like allow everybody who's eligible to come in and then they just like run a deficit, or if
They asked
or
for a federal bailout because they couldn't afford any more people to add to the program. They
okay, so
asked
yeah,
for another.
so they're just okay, so they're letting in everybody who's eligible and then just running a deficit. That's what they're doing.
No, because they
They're
can't.
asking for a bailout. That's exactly what's happening. Yeah.
I mean, they can't get everyone in there. There's almost what's the population of California? 40 billion. And even if that was true, we should still be prioritizing giving American citizens insurance. We should be giving people that don't qualify that are American citizens, like people that make a little bit too much money. They should get it before illegal immigrants get it, even if they were running a deficit. Okay, here's someone from California saying one thing: one mass deportation, a single rapid operation to deport all unauthorized immigrants, is to cost what? At least 315 billion, not 1 trillion.
Also, by the way, Trump has
They
advocated
cost
for
a
mass deportation.
451 billion net negative. Can you tell me where they cost a 451 billion net negative so I can, use the
Okay,
source for
wait.
to
I want
show
to be
him?
clear. You agree? Wait, I'm sorry. You agree illegal immigrants are beneficial to the economy, correct?
No, no. You
Okay,
you
wait.
agreed with me that they're
Wait. I'm
not a
sorry. Wait. Do you
beneficial.
wait? Do you
I
agree
mean,
illegal
some of
immigrants?
them, not
You
all of them.
okay? I'm
Most
sorry.
of them
You
are
agree
not.
illegal? Wait. I'm sorry. You agree? I think 80% of illegal immigrants work jobs. So do you agree illegal immigrants?
Just because you work jobs doesn't mean you're
Okay. Wait, I'm
beneficial
sorry. I'm sorry. Do you
to the
agree illegal
economy.
immigrant? Do you agree illegal immigrants produce goods and services?
What goods and services?
If you're an illegal immigrant, you're working in a field. You're producing like
I
strawberries or
mean,
lettuce,
everyone
correct?
working produces goods and services.
Okay. And okay, if they're producing goods and services and products, then they're contributing to the GDP, correct?
Yeah, okay, cool. It can
So okay, so
contributing
they're beneficial. So they're
$2,000 per
beneficial. Okay,
person to
cool.
the
So they're
GDP.
benefit. Okay, so they're beneficial to the economy, correct?
Beneficial to the economy? No, because once again, they're taking more benefits out.
Okay, so again, do you agree there's a difference between the fiscal budget and the economy?
They're a net to the fiscal budget. I mean, they're adding.
Okay, wait,
If you're
okay, I'm
talking
sorry.
about if they're
Okay, the
adding
only
money or
thing
not,
at most.
if
Wait,
you're
I'm sorry. Okay, I want you to hedge your statements and have just a tad more humility here. What you need to say is, at most, I can say that illegal immigrants are fiscally draining in California.
okay, here, I'll put it in words you like. I'll put it in the words you like. Are they adding money? Like, are they adding more money into the taxpayer system? Okay, yes. Are they taking more money than they're putting in? Yes.
Okay, wait,
What
no,
did
you
this
have to
guy
say they're
say? The
taking.
leftists
I
will give
know. Wait,
illegals
I'm
free
sorry.
health care before us. Yeah, would you give,
Jesus
if you had the
Christ.
option, who would you give health care first, to an American or an
American
illegal?
citizens. Okay, anyways.
You would?
Okay,
Okay. So you should be on my
okay.
side
Oh,
then,
wait,
because
I'm
that's what
sorry.
I'm advocating for.
Wait, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Time on my side,
You,
can you
you.
send a link? Because he's going to ask for a
I'm
source.
sorry. Wait. I want you to be. I want you to have like some humility here and head your statement and say, I know that in California, illegal immigrants are fiscally draining.
If you agree, do you agree with that statement? I'll say it.
Sure, I agree with that statement.
In California, illegal immigrants are fiscally draining, but in some
Okay,
places, in
does
some
not
states,
mean that
in
does
some
not
states, they
mean
might
that
add to the
illegal
economy.
immigrants are holistically fiscally draining throughout the entire United States.
Sure, I think in some, not, I don't have evidence because there's no federal numbers, but if I had to guess, probably in some states they might add money. I have no idea, but in a lot of states they're fiscally draining. Anywhere that they're
Again,
taking health insurance, they're fiscally draining.
you already conceded that in
Hold
10
on. There's a source
they're
here.
only eligible
There's
for
a source
Medicare in
here.
10 states, bro. You already
Sorry?
you already admitted that illegal immigrants are only eligible for Medicare in 10 states.
No, I said 15 states.
15
14
states.
states.
That is like the vast minority of states.
But they also can get emergency Medicare, which is for everything.
Yeah, and again, they consume 55% less healthcare, and on top of that, they aren't eligible for the vast majority of welfare programs.
Oh, I found a source right now that I opened the source that you sent, Time. It says that Americans could pay $450 billion to care for immigrants who entered the country illegally.
Okay, what? Okay, I'm sorry. Is that fair or is that CIS?
This is from the House. This is from the Homeland Government, Homeland Security. So here, I'll send it
D
to you.
is it from
It says
DHS or is it
four
from the
hundred fifty-one billion dollars for illegal immigrant health care.
is it is that from is that from the House Budget or Senate
I
Budget
sent it
Committee?
to you. Committee on Homeland Security. It's a government site, so that means it's government statistics. How the hell is it an illegal immigrant gets Social Security to pay taxes? They have to have a Social Security. They can vote. Well, they pay with a, what is it called, an ITNN or an ITN? They can pay taxes with that, but to be fair, I also don't think a lot of them are paying taxes because a lot of Americans don't even pay taxes. But that's another argument. We're not going to go there at the moment. But smash that like and subscribe button. We got 500 people in here and only 41 likes. But yeah, basically we've already established how much do they pay in taxes? 69 billion. This government website is telling us that that it's going to cost us 450 billion dollars for illegal immigrants' health care, and they only pay 68 billion dollars in uh, in taxes. So that means they are negative by hundreds of billions of dollars to the tax system if this government numbers are right. That means they're a net negative by 320 million dollars. They're a net negative to the system. This is a government website, by the way. This isn't the Cato
Okay,
Institute
okay,
in
yeah. This is
San Francisco.
they're talking about fucking state fiscal. They're talking about state and local fiscal budgets, and this conversation has been completely within the context of the federal
I
budget
mean, we're
this
just
whole
talking.
time.
It doesn't matter whose tax it is. It doesn't matter if it's state taxes or federal taxes. My point is to the
Well, no, it
tax
does.
system. I
It
have
does.
never
If the
once
wait, no,
stated
no, it
federal
does.
or
If the hip,
state.
if
I
the hippies of
repeatedly
comedy for if
stated
the
they are
hippies of
negative to the
wait, I'm sure you
federal
would agree. If the, wait, I'm
to
sure
our
you would agree.
tax system.
I'm sure you would agree. If the hippies of California want to give all their money away to illegal immigrants, that's their right to do so. It's their state.
They're using federal dollars. That's where the problem
No, I've said like,
lies.
with state dollars, it's their right to do so.
They are using federal dollars.
Okay, the programs were listed here were state programs that weren't federally funded.
Medicali is paid for by
They,
64% of
they
our
weren't even. They
taxpayer
were okay.
dollars.
I'm sorry. The source you sent me that they were talking about state programs that didn't use
Once
federal
again,
dollars.
you were just telling me 2 seconds ago that they're a benefit to our tax system. Are they a benefit or are they a negative? Because
Yeah, I
according
said
to the
most.
government
Yeah, well,
article,
I
they're
literally wait.
negative.
I'm sorry. I literally said most likely if we're talking about if we're talking about the federal
You said the
budget
tax
because
system.
they aren't. Yes, I'm talking. Yeah, I'm talking about the federal tax system. I've qualified federal like 5 billion times through this entire conversation. Talking
Okay,
about the
so you agree then they are a negative to the entire. We're not. Let's talk about the entire tax system. Are they a negative or are they a positive to the entire
to
tax
the
system?
entire tax system. I actually don't have I don't have numbers on that. I couldn't tell you.
They are a negative. That's the answer. I sent you the
Okay,
numbers. I sent you
okay.
the government numbers.
What is your data for that?
I just sent you the article. There, 400. What is it? 381. I'm trying to send you another source right now. So let me pull up the source
So,
first. But
some things you have to consider is that they just counted the costs. They didn't even count the taxes paid to those states. So that sorts
you
is
said the entire amount of
immediately
taxes they pay was 68 billion, or someone's commented that in the chats.
okay. When we talk
That's the
about
number
the
I've heard
amount,
on
we're talking about
repeat.
that was the amount of taxes paid federally. We're not talking about the amount. If we're talking about the amount of
What is
taxes
state?
paid in the
Some
state and
states
local,
don't
that's
even have
different.
state taxes. State taxes are lower than federal taxes. That means by definition they're not going to reach
Okay,
anywhere
okay. Wait, I'm
close
sorry.
to 100 to
I'm I'm s-
451 billion.
wait. I'm sorry. Again, if you're just counting expenses and you're not counting taxes
I
paid,
sent you the article though.
then your source already automatically fails. I don't know how to. What is this?
Oh, okay. Tell me how much they pay in state taxes then. Go ahead. As a refugee turned
With
American
every
citizen, I
state?
came here legally. Send all those illegal
Wait, I'm
bums
sorry. Wait,
back.
it's
We
not
will
my
not
job. You're the one. Wait,
negotiate.
again,
We
you're the
won't
one making the
negotiate. We will
again.
do
You're the one
both.
making the claims. Wait, the only claim I've made is that most likely, although I don't have the numbers, although the numbers
You've
or the
never even
studies we
given the
have
numbers for the
aren't
federal
conclusive.
taxes
Wait,
they
I'm sorry.
pay.
Wait, I'm Jesus Christ. I literally said most likely, although the numbers we are inconclusive as of now, but they do point towards illegal immigrants being fiscally beneficial on a federal level.
And where? How much taxes did they pay? Prove your point. If you can prove how much taxes they pay, I'll show you how much state taxes they pay. How about that?
But like we're talking about federal here. Like if you want to, like I would concede pretty
That was
easily
never
that
my
like
argument. I
wait,
don't care if the money's coming from people paying state tax or federal tax. I care that the money is coming from American
I'm
people
sorry.
to help illegal immigrants, and it's
Do you
hurting
think
them.
do you think people of do you think people of states should have the right to give their money to whoever they want to
They aren't
if it's their
voting for
tax sum?
this. They aren't voting for this.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, just a second. I'm curious. In California, you would agree representatives represent the beliefs of the people that they are voted
First
to vote
off,
them
your
in?
claim was that this was paid by state government in California. Is that true?
Yes.
Six.
Wait,
The majority of it
not
is paid
state
by
get right. I
federal
didn't say.
money.
Wait, are you talking about Medi-Cal? No, no. I was talking about the DHS one or
The what?
the DHS study you sent me. It was study was a report.
The one that which one?
Yeah, and by the way, I'm pretty sure they're talking about asylum seekers in those too. I can't
Which
prove
one?
it, but the DHS one you sent me.
I didn't send you
from the
anything from DH. You mean
no no
Homeland
the D
Security?
the Homeland, yeah, this the Homeland Security. I'm pretty sure says the House Committee that oversees DHS.
I
I'm
mean, you
pro-
don't have proof. You're just gonna say, just like your brother does. Oh, that includes asylum seekers. A lot of asylum seekers are illegals. It doesn't matter what you call them. A
what do
lot
you?
of them
Okay, wait.
are.
If you're seeking,
A
wait. I'm
lot of them
sorry.
never
Wait,
applied for asylum.
I'm
They just
curious.
call
I'm
themselves
curious. What do
asylum
you mean?
seekers.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. If you're seeking asylum, do you have a legal status?
If you applied for asylum
Do you
correctly,
have
a
some
lot.
form? If you're seeking asylum, do you have some form of lawful status?
If you applied for asylum, you have to apply for it to get the legal
Okay, yeah.
status.
Obviously, if you're seeking asylum, you've applied for asylum. So if you're
If you
seeking
applied for
asylum,
already, yes. The answer is yes. But where's your proof that these numbers are from asylum seekers? You don't have it.
I said most likely, although I can't prove it. I freaking hedged and qualified my statement here, bro. Like I don't know what you want from me. Like
Most
I already specified
likely,
as such.
most likely. I mean, you also made your initial claim was that they were a benefit to the
Okay,
entire
wait. I'm sorry.
tax
Do you know?
system.
Wait. I'm sorry. Do you know? Okay. Do you know what like levels of confidence are when you make statements?
Can we just talk about, I know your level of confidence. You don't have any confidence that illegal immigrants are net positive. Your initial statement
That's
was
because the evidence is iffy at best.
no, the evidence is not iffy. The evidence is that we pay them $500 billion a year to live off the government.
Elite. Wait, federal or state?
State. And some of it's federal. I mean, if you include
Okay.
state and federal, it's probably over
So you're going to
half
want.
a
Okay. So you're
trillion.
going to want to specify. So when you make those claims, you're going to want to specify that.
Does it matter? Does it really matter if it's paid for?
Yes, of course
They're
it
both
fucking matters.
taxpayers. Let's just say taxpayer dollars. You're trying to look for a loophole to win the argument. Where are the 300K missing
No,
children under
I'm not looking
Biden?
for a
I
loophole
had this
because if you
argument with his brother. His brother says, "Oh, they have them. They're just not communicating the immigration office with the DHS and the ICE, and they just haven't
okay, wait, no,
communicated or given any updates in two years." But let's not go there with
wait,
that.
I'm
We've
gauging
already
in good
had
faith
that
here.
debate.
I'm gauging in good faith. I would say it's most likely true that illegal immigrants are draining on a local level, county level, municipal level. I would say that's most likely true. On the state level, I would say it probably depends on the state and like what
You
program.
don't have to say
And
on a
wait, and
state
wait,
level
and
or a
wait,
federal level. They're draining
wait. I'm
taxpayer
sorry. And
dollars,
then, wait,
man. It does
wait,
not matter.
I would say on this. I would say on the state
Also, I
level,
don't even
it's
see anywhere
probably
in this.
depends.
Dude, I'm looking at the article that I sent you. I don't see anywhere where it says on a state level. Can you please point that out to me?
Wait, I'm sorry. I've been talking about federal this whole time.
So, was the
You've only been
article
talking
on a
about state.
federal level or a state level? Because you're telling me that this article says it's on a state level. Is that correct or no?
Yeah, they were talking about state programs.
Where? Where does it say that?
Okay, wait. You have to click the report they're citing.
Okay, here I click the report. I'm scrolling through oh, nothing pop. Oh, let's see.
It says new interim report, and
Yeah, I clicked on it. I'm on it, man. I'm
literally
looking.
and literally talks it quite literally talks about New York City, Chicago, and Washington
It
D.C. They're
says
talking about
this:
cities.
illegal aliens represent a major strain on local healthcare systems, as federal law requires the hospitals. Blah 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 blah. Okay, well that was I don't like I said it was never my argument versus federal versus state. They're draining our tax
It
system.
literally says
That's the
city
major
police officer.
point. They
It's
are a
literally
deficit
talking.
on the tax
It's
system.
wait. I'm sorry. It's talking about local. It's talking about local expenses. This isn't. I already conceded to this. I already said yeah. Probably on a local and municipal level, like on a city level, illegal immigrants are probably fiscally
Okay, so
draining.
you concede to the fact that we lose over $400 billion every year
No, okay, wait.
negative.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
The
giving you an
taxes.
inch. You're taking, and you're. I'm giving you an inch. You're taking across the fucking universe. Okay. I said most likely on a municipal level, illegal immigrants are fiscally draining.
Okay, let me say it in your
I
words.
would say on
On
this
a
federal
local
level,
level, on
I
a
would say
local
wait.
level, they
I would
are
say
draining $390 billion of
yeah.
our
Okay.
taxes a year.
I would say on the municipal level, they're most likely fiscally draining. I would say on the federal
Three
level, they're
hundred
most.
ninety billion. They don't even pay $100 billion a year in taxes. They are draining. They pay around. I believe your numbers or someone quoted in here before. They pay $98 billion a year in taxes. They're draining 400 $51 billion per year. So if they
Okay,
add
were those
90
okay, were those numbers
billion
taking
dollars to the
were
economy, you're
those was
draining
that federal, was that
450
federal
billion.
taxes, was that state
So
taxes,
let's go
was that
back to your
federal and
statements
state? Wait, I'm sorry,
before.
wait, I'm going to ask you every time. Were those federal taxes? Were those state taxes? Were those state and federal
Once
taxes?
again, it's all looped together. Wasn't your initial statement that they're a benefit to the GDP and to the economy?
Yeah, that's because the economy and the fiscal budget are two different things.
They are draining the taxpayer system. Someone said TKO, brother. Good work. I appreciate the super chat. I don't know. We're coming to the same conclusion, it turns out, at the end. We're both agreeing that they are
No, what do
draining
you
the
mean you
taxpayer
are?
system.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've always believed this. This is my claim the entire time.
You've always
No,
believed that the illegal
yeah,
alien immigrants are
you
draining our
keep mixing up.
taxpayer system?
You keep mixing up classifications.
I think they're draining our
Between
federal
state,
level as
local,
well.
federal.
Federal and local, I would believe.
Okay, I think there's almost no evidence for federal.
Can anyone,
I think the
let's
evidence
see,
for
my
federal
buddy
is
sent
iffy at
this
best.
article for them draining the state level. Hey, can anyone out there, if time is time, I see you in the chat. Can you send a link for them draining the federal budget as well? I'd appreciate that. In 2023, CIS data was used in the House GOP report estimating that the border crisis cost American taxpayers up to $450 billion per year, including costs for healthcare, law enforcement, and education.
That study's bunk. What they did, I
Bunk?
can actually, yeah,
It's federal numbers. Do you have any
that
federal
study's a.
numbers to show us?
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry.
You
So
cannot you
wait, I'm sorry.
cannot
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, I want to be clear here. I want to be 110%
go
clear
ahead,
here.
go ahead.
Yeah, that was a House committee meeting, and during that House committee meeting, the Cato Institute also testified as
The
well as
Cato
CIS,
Institute.
and they said the exact opposite. CIS. Wait, I'm sorry.
The
CIS is like
exact
one of the.
opposite. One of
C,
you
wait,
believe
CIS.
we've
Wait,
already
CIS is.
established in the
Wait, I'm sorry.
beginning.
Wait. Do we? CIS is literally a anti-immigration think tank. That's their entire fucking thing.
Well, and Cato is literally a pro-immigration
Okay,
think
so I don't know
tank.
why you're. Okay, I don't know why you're
Let's go
fucking.
back
I don't
to
know why you're
our
fucking
initial statements here.
crying about Cato and inciting CIS. It makes no sense, dude. Like, okay,
Can
stay
we go
consistent
back
here.
to our initial statement here? I asked you in the beginning. I said, which data is which data do you believe more? Federal government numbers or third-party independent sources? Your initial answer was
This
government
is a
numbers.
third-party independent source.
Cato is a third-party independent organization. It's not a government source.
Wait, CIS is also a third-party independent source.
It said the one he linked was from the federal government, the
Yeah,
GOP.
they're just testifying to Congress. Cato Institute also testified at the exact same committee meeting. I can pull up the report. It's on a .gov site, bro. Unless all of a sudden the .gov gives it that much more credibility, in which case I'd expect you to believe it the second I show it to you.
I don't know what to believe. I'm gonna side with the government
Oh,
over Cato
wait. Okay,
Institute.
so if I bring you the
If
Cato
you can use
Institute.
Cato Institute, which is pro illegal immigration, why can't I use CIS? Can you explain it to me?
Wait. Huh? Because the CS study is bunk. I actually have reasons. You want me to like
I
explain them why
have
it's a bad study?
reasons why Cato is bunk. They only
Okay,
release
wait a second. What
statistics
about
that are
the Cato?
pro illegal immigration.
Okay, wait, no. Okay, a statistic being pro whatever doesn't mean the statistic is false. A statistic could be pro woman, and doesn't mean the statistic is false. The statistic could be pro Democrat, doesn't mean the statistic is false.
Let's see.
You
Someone
can't.
said undocumented immigrants pay a variety of taxes. Yeah, I know. An estimated 50% also. Okay, this guy's saying only 50%
Memes.
of illegal immigrants file federal income taxes using an ITIN. Also, he just
Okay,
linked another
wait. Are you talking
source.
about state? Wait, are we still talking about state and local? Actually, wait. No, this topic's fucking brain rot right now. We need to talk
Brain
about.
rot. Your initial statement was that they were a benefit to the entire economy. I mean, you can rewatch this
Yeah, because
yourself.
when I say economy, I mean like the GDP. There's holy fucking.
Like I said, they are draining money from the taxpayer system. If they
Okay,
were
well,
not even in the country in the beginning, we would save $451 billion.
you know there's a difference between fiscal budget of like a city or a state and the economy, right?
San Diego, illegal immigrants cost $146 million a year.
Oh my.
I mean, you've conceded to the fact that California on a state level is losing money. Also, on a federal level, you've conceded to that fact, both federal and state, that California is losing
I
money.
never ever conceded the federal. I don't know where the fuck you got that.
I don't know where you get anything except the Cato Institute, and I don't know why you're getting so upset. Because if they're
Because
draining $451 billion
you
from the
give the
taxpayer
most
system,
Neanderthalistic
that
fucking
means they're not a net positive for the country. That means they are a net loss.
because you give the most
Just answer the question: are
you
illegal
give the
immigrants a
most
net
regress
positive or a net loss?
summarizations of my position and what I've
Are you
said in
going
the
to answer the
past.
question or no? Because that's
Okay,
what
what's
this
the
is all
question?
about.
Okay, what's the
Are
question? Go ahead.
illegal immigrants a net positive to the taxpayer system, including federal, state, everything, or are they a net loss? Which one is it?
Um, actually, I couldn't say. I think I already said this. I already answered the question. I don't know.
You don't know how much taxes they pay.
No,
You don't
I don't
know.
think
I'm
there's
here
any.
to tell you
I
that
don't think there's
they're
any
a net
number. I don't think
negative
there's
by
any.
500
Okay,
freaking
wait. You're saying.
billion dollars.
Okay, what you're doing right now is you're going and you're looking up. Is you're typing into Google illegal immigrants crime committed Lake and Riley, and you're saying,
No,
oh,
I'm not. I'm
illegal
not.
immigrant.
I'm
Wait,
just
no,
giving
an
you the
illegal
source
immigrant
of
committed
my
crime here. An illegal immigrant committed
dude.
crime here.
Calm
An illegal
down.
immigrant committed a
California
crime
is
here.
not a donor
And
state.
then
They
you're
don't
wait,
have.
wait, and then you're taking these spurious instances of illegal immigrants committing crimes towards
I'm
native
not
citizens,
even talking about
and then you're
crime. What are you
deriving that
yapping
illegal immigrants
about?
commit more crime.
It's okay,
That's
man. You've
equivalent to
been
what you're doing right now.
defeated. You've been defeated. It's okay, man. Just calm down. Calm down, man. Just breathe. Just breathe. Your brother will be proud of you. Don't worry. He'll still say you won no matter what. It's
Wait, I'm
okay,
sorry. Wait,
man.
I'm sorry. Do you think it's a valid thing to do to take like spurious instances of illegal
It's
immigrants
not
being fiscally
spurious instances. First
okay?
off,
If
are we
you're
talking
when
about
you're
crime
citing
now?
specific
Are we
when
talking
you're
about
saying
crime?
okay, I'm sorry. I'm drawing an analogy. When you're looking at you're taking individual cities and you're saying they're fiscally draining here, therefore they must be fiscally draining on the federal level. That's not a valid way to derive a number
Well, can
for.
you tell me one state where they're adding money to the state economy, please? And can you show me
Can
a
you tell me
link?
once?
Because, sorry?
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. Why should I have to show you that? Excuse me.
Because your claim was that they're not taking away from the federal economy. So show me one state where they're adding more money to the federal economy than they're taking away. I'll wait. I mean, I'm sure you can find one, but I've kind of
Okay, if
disproven
you're
your
sure you can
entire
find one, why are
point
you
here.
asking me to? It seems quite disingenuous you think I can find one.
I mean, you might be able to. I'm just kind of curious to see if you could or
Okay,
not.
wait again. I'm curious. Do you think it's a valid? You think it's valid to look at individual cities and then like derive a picture of the whole
Okay,
from
fine.
looking at
Let's
like a
talk
couple
about how
cities?
they lost us
Wait, I'm
$500
sorry. What?
billion in taxes. They lost
Jesus.
America $500 billion in taxes, and they only paid 98 billion. Wow. So that means
Okay,
illegal
is that from?
immigrants
Is
caused us
where
to
is that
lose
from? Is that from
400
CIS? Is that from
billion
Fair?
fucking dollars.
Where is that?
400
CIS?
fucking billion
Fair?
dollars
Your
to the
mom?
tax
Where are you getting the
system.
source? Where? What's the
If
source?
you guys have any questions or comments, drop some super chats. I'm probably gonna, maybe go for 5 or 10 more minutes and then hop off. But if you have any, final points or anything you want to prove, I think we came to an understanding that illegal
No,
immigrants
we
do
haven't come to any
drain the
understanding. I'm
system
sorry. Okay, I
more.
just
They
want for
do
the chat.
drain the system
For
more.
the audience, I just want to like give a summary.
500 fucking billion
Wait, I'm
dollars. Here, you
sorry.
guys want the
For
source? People in the comments,
okay,
I think they want the
Jesus fucking
source.
Christ. Okay, just for chat, just this entire debate has been him
It's never been
repeatedly
federal versus
misunderstanding and
state. Don't try to
misquoting
confuse people
classifications
because you took
between
the L.
state, local, federal, and then somehow getting like
First
fiscal
off, you
budgets
never showed any
and then the
resources
GDP slash
or
economy mixed up.
sites for them benefiting the federal
I literally
economy.
said
Second off, we've already
if you go to my
established that
bio,
they drained the
I
system
literally said if you
by
go to my bio, if you
500
go
fucking billion dollars a year.
I said multiple times if you go to my bio and you go to my link tree, in my link tree is my Substack.
Send
My
it to
Substack
me
is my immigration data.
by Cato. By Cato. If I can't use CIS, why can you use Cato?
Okay, do you want me to
Makes
explain why
zero
the CA?
sense. I'm just mind blown.
Do you want me to explain to you why the CAS study is false?
Do you want me to explain to you why Cato is false?
Okay.
Here's another study. This is not from me. FAIR calculated that taxpayers spend at least 182 billion to
Okay,
66
the fair study is
billion
fault is the fair study
in
is wrong for the same reason the
federal
CAS study is wrong.
in federal wait, what does it say? In federal
Okay,
expenses plus an additional
so essentially what those studies did,
115
what
in
those
state and local expenses. Someone said
okay,
to look up FAIR. Do you know what FAIR is? I'm not familiar with that.
Yes, I do. I read the study. It's false. Okay, so the reason the
Okay, so
CAS and fair
every study
the
you
reason the
disagree
reason the
with is
reason the
false. But
reason
Cato
the
Institute, not a government study, but you never even debunked my government study.
okay,
You
so
said it's most likely right.
the reason the Cato Institute study and the CIS wait not the CIS and fair
I
study
hate that
are
I'm
false.
donating, but why are we supporting the man who thinks Tylenol causes? You realize how stupid that is? You realize how stupid it is that women are taking handfuls of Tylenol and ending up on life support because they don't like Donald Trump? Donald
The
Trump does
reason
not care about illegal immigration. He
I'm
paid millions of
Jesus
dollars to
so
settlement for
cringe.
using Polish immigrants in New York. You're fooled you. I mean, that was before he was president. That's
Okay,
what every
so the
business
reason
person was doing.
the CIS and fair study are false is because they counted the um, expenses I guess caused by children of illegal immigrants, but they
So
never
that doesn't
counted
count.
the taxes, but they never counted the taxes paid by that group. So essentially, what they did is say this group of people is an expense to the U.S. Fiscal budget, but then they also said, but we're also not going to count the taxes paid by this group,
But the number
essentially
says
invalidating their
a
entire
negative
study.
182 billion. We've already established they don't pay 182 billion in federal taxes.
Okay, what did I just say?
You just said that they don't account for the taxes they pay, and I just told you they don't pay 182 billion, so they're a
Okay,
net
and that's gonna.
negative.
Okay, so I said in the study they count expenses accrued by children of illegal immigrants. So these would be like U.S. citizens, but these are
So
children of
does that
illegal
not
immigrants.
count?
But they
No,
don't
illegal
count the
alien
taxes.
immigrant
But
children
they
are
don't
not.
count the. But they.
If they
But they
come
don't
in
count
as
the.
children before they're
But they
born,
don't. But they don't count
if
the
they weren't
taxes
born
paid
yet,
by.
they're illegal.
They okay. Again, they count the expenses accrued by children of illegal immigrants who are born in the U.S., but they don't count the taxes paid by
How do
this
you know
group.
they were born in the U.S.? And where does it say that in the statistics?
They just, huh? Yeah, sure. Actually, I can give you exactly which page.
And send me the statistics because I've actually never even looked at the statistics page myself. I'm just quoting you what people in the comments are saying. They count everything, someone said. An illegal
No,
born
this is
child is
okay.
illegal. I agree with that.
Okay, so here. I actually wrote this down. FAIR counts benefits consumed by U.S.-born children of illegal immigrants, but FAIR doesn't count the taxes paid by U.S.-born children of illegal
What is
immigrants.
this from the Cato
And so,
Institute or
okay,
is this
wait,
on
no,
their
this is
page?
from it's your FAIR site, and so
Okay,
for that
send
you're
it
going
to
to go
me.
to for the relevant stuff. It's going to be page five, paragraph 2, page 31, paragraph 2, and is assumed and explicitly stated through page 59, uh, and page 64.
Can you send it to me? Because did you send it to me? No, you didn't send it to me.
Actually, no, I can set this whole. I might as well just send you this whole fucking thing since it's so long. I don't know if it'll allow me to. I don't have nitro.
The 14th Amendment absolutely does not cover breaking a law to come in and give birth.
Wait, I'm so wait. Just I want to be completely clear here. Do you think illegal immigrants are beneficial to the GDP?
Once again, do you think they are a net negative to the entire economy considering they are negative, they take up
Okay, so
$500
that's going
billion
to be so.
dollars of
Okay, so that's gonna
taxpayer dollars?
so that's gonna be dodge number one. Moving on to try number two. Do you think illegal immigrants are beneficial to the GDP?
Do you think illegal immigrants are a net negative
So
to
that's
the
going to be
entire
dodge number two.
taxpayer
Moving on to try
economy
number three. Do you
considering
think illegal immigrants
they
are beneficial
take
to the GDP?
$500 billion dollars out of the economy? Are they a net negative or are they a net
Do you think they're
positive? This
beneficial?
is
Do you think
this
they're
is
beneficial to the
mathematics.
G?
You probably
So
learned this in
okay,
the first grade.
so that's going to be dodge number three. You failed to answer the question. I'm going to take this as a concession. They are beneficial to U.S. GDP. Okay,
No, I mean when they take
how
more
many? Okay,
money
so
than they give, how are they beneficial?
how many illegal immigrants do you want to deport?
Sorry?
How many illegal immigrants do you want to deport?
I'll leave that up to the administration. I'm not really qualified to,
How
account
many?
for any of
Okay,
that.
you do realize Trump multiple times has advocated for deportation of all illegal immigrants. He says at
You
some
do
point we're going to have
realize
to.
that he has not advocated for that this year. He's advocating for allowing agriculture industries and other industries to get a new visa program and stay inside the country. But you won't. Oh, here's another super chat. Let me see. What are your thoughts on Trump sending $20 billion to Argentina, obviously screwing over our farmers over in the Argentina sell their soybeans to China? That's how dumb the president is. Well, first off, the soybean industry in the United States has had, a rough time the last 4 or 5 years. We're gonna have a bailout for our own soybean industries really soon. Second off, it was not just giving them
Just for
money;
your
it's a
honest, it's a entire
loan.
debate.
Sorry.
Just for be honest, this entire debate again has been just a complete misunderstanding of classification between state, local,
Once
federal, and
again,
somehow
in my opinion,
economy
we
and
have two
fiscal
different
budget.
opinions about what this debate was about. That's the issue here. You
Well,
think it was
I
about
clarified.
federal versus
I
state.
don't know how many
For
times I can
some strange
clarify what I'm
reason, you're
talking
trying to
about, and then you give
declassify
the
things
literally
federal
the
versus
most
state.
retarded summary of what I've said. It's so fucking.
Is that true or not true? What is your point then? You're raging out. You've been raging out since about
I'm not
15,
even.
20 minutes ago when I brought up the statistics about how they
I'm
drain the
not.
economy
I'm
by
not. Wait, dude, I'm not
$500
raging.
billion dollars a
It's
year.
frustrating to talk to somebody when you say I'm talking about this, and then they say, and then in their counter rebuttal they bring up that. I'm like, okay, I'm talking about federal, and
I've
then in their
told
counter
you.
rebuttal they bring up
Rewind
state.
this video. Rewatch this video. That I said they are drained to the taxpayer system. Breathe. Just
And you
breathe. They
said
are
they were
drained to the
also.
taxpayer system.
You also said that they were draining federally. I said they weren't
They are
draining
draining
federally.
federally. You've never showed any information or sources. They haven't been draining federally.
Yeah,
You've
that's
also
because I said it was
conceded
a
to the
Cato
fact
Institute,
that
and
they
you
are draining
automatically just.
federally.
Why would I give you the source I have if you just automatically distrust the source?
Because why can't you use any other source but Cato Institute? If I can't use
Because
CIS,
they've done
why
the
can you
most
use Cato?
because
It's
I already
one.
okay. Wait, I'm
It's
sorry.
one. It's not 20
You're
billion.
not
Second,
tracking.
Trump
Or
is
you're not
sending
tracking.
14 billion
Wait,
dollars to
I
farmers in
understand you like to
America.
continually bang your head
Is it
into a
1
wall, but
billion
doesn't
or
mean
is
you
it
can.
20 billion?
Wait, no,
I'm
I
gonna have
understand
to
you like
look
to
that up.
continually bang your head into a wall. But doesn't mean repeating the same thing over and fucking over again makes it a good argument.
No, I want you to fully understand the point and give me a rebuttal. That's why I keep, telling you over and over again. But you have never given a rebuttal to my
Okay, do
claims
you?
about them being a net negative to the taxpayer system.
Okay,
You've never confirmed, denied, or given a rebuttal. Are they a net negative to the taxpayer system?
okay. So you just haven't listened to this entire debate. Do you think the way Trump's going about these
You keep
deportations is
saying they
moral?
add to the GDP, and you keep talking about Trump and deportations. Answer the fucking question. Are they a net positive or a net negative? The only thing you say is, "Well, I
I've
don't know. I've given you sources. Why don't you know based on the government sources that you
I've
agreed with?" I asked you in the beginning, "Do you believe government sources?" You
I've
said,
explained
"Yes,
why
I
I don't
believe
know.
government
I've
sources."
explained
I
multiple
sent you
times
the
that our sources
government
are insufficient.
source.
If you don't wait, I've explained multiple times that I say the sources are insufficient. If you don't
You say
understand
the
by
government
this time,
sources are
I
insufficient. The
legitimately
initial
cannot help
question
you.
was, do you believe government sources? Yes or no?
I
Now you're saying
legitimately
you don't
cannot help
believe
you.
them because they
Oh,
disagree with your opinion.
do you think the way Trump is going about these deportations is moral?
Yes.
Do you think it's moral to illegally deprive 200 people of their due process rights and
What
illegally deport
person? I
200
mean, I
people
know you're
to
going
an
to
El
bring up the
Salvadorian
same
torture
court
prison?
case that your brother brought up, but this is what not this.
It,
This is not what this debate was about. You're going off topic. But let me
there's
respond a little bit more to
that's
this
because you
comment
literally cannot track this conversation. It's like, but I've had the
because you don't
I
want
need
to
you to
answer
like
the question because
I need you to go
you've been
from I need you
proven
to
wrong and
ascend
you're trying to pivot towards
I need
this
you to
or
ascend
that.
from chimp to baboon for like 5 seconds, but
I
you've
just need you to
literally
stay
failed this
on
entire
topic
conversation.
instead of going about deportations, due
We
process, this or
th-
that. This let's focus on are they a net positive or a net benefit to the
I've already
taxpayer
given you my
system?
answer. I've explained multiple times.
You said you don't know and you don't have a source. And someone dropped a super chat. They said no due process for illegals. But let me touch on one more thing, and then you can make your final regard, and I'll make my final regard, and I gotta go. But I want to touch on this one thing because this person did drop a $10 super chat. They said, "What are your thoughts on Trump sending $20 billion to Argentina, absolutely screwing over our farmers, and then Argentina sells their soybeans to China?" First off, someone in here, I don't know if it's true. I have to, look into this. But someone said it was only $1 billion to Argentina. Second off, this was a loan. We gave Mexico a loan of $550 billion in the '90s, or no, million. Sorry, 550 million in the '90s, and they also, paid us back with millions of dollars in interest. And third off, he's giving $14 billion to American farmers. And I mean, I think that's all I gotta say. But what do you want to say?
Okay, why don't you trust Cato Institute?
Why don't you trust CIS?
I've already explained why.
You
I said
said
this. Yeah,
that they're anti-immigration. So my rebuttal would be
no,
Cato
I
is
said I don't.
pro-immigration, illegal
I said I
immigration.
don't trust this. I said I don't trust the specific study you cited because they counted a group. They counted expenses accrued by a group, but they never counted taxes
Ouch.
paid by that group.
Kamala supporter here. Trump guy is destroying the
Wait, I'm
black
sorry.
man.
Did you
Black guy
comprehend
needs to
anything I just
respond
said?
to the argument.
Wait,
I agree.
can you wait? I'm sorry. Are you tracking? Did you comprehend anything I just said?
I was looking at the donation, but continue.
Yes, they counted expenses accrued by a group of people, but they never counted taxes paid by that group of people. That's why I said that study was bunk.
Once again, the total amount of expenses accrued, even if you cut the total amount of expenses accrued in half, they still don't even come close with the taxes they pay on a federal level. Prove me
Okay, wait. I'm
wrong.
sorry. What is my argument?
Your argument is that the children and they don't count for the
Okay, so
the children
okay,
are
so
legal
wait.
and that they don't
I'm
account
sorry.
for they
Why
don't account for the
why
taxes
should I
paid.
engage in
La
a
di da
debate
di
with
da.
you? Okay, I've been such good faith throughout this entire debate. Why should I engage in a debate with you if you consistently fail to re-summarize my point in any
I just
manner
re-summarized your
resembling
point
coherent?
entirely. You said that you don't. Agreed, Jimmy. Agree. All right, man. I appreciate you coming on, but I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Dude. You okay? I need you. Okay, for next person, whoever talks to you next. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's somebody else. I don't fucking know. Maybe it's fucking Reno. I'll send
Peace, man.
Reno. I'll send.
Appreciate you. Thanks for your
I'll send
time.
Reno.
I was kind of tired of talking in circles, but Jimmy, I did that for you, Jimmy. So hopefully you come through for me. Plus, I have to go to bed anyway. I have to go to bed. But Jimmy, I'm waiting, Mr. Jimmy. Jimmy, I'm waiting for that super. I'm waiting for that super. I kept telling him the talking points. He kept saying, "Oh, I don't understand. It's like talking to a baboon." Hey, appreciate you, Jimmy. That was a good debate. That was a good discussion, but I gotta hop off. Should we re-add him now that we got Jimmy's super chat? Should we re-add him? Should we re-add him or should we go to bed? What do you guys think? And no, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. He didn't rage quit. I removed him because he was starting to call me names. Easy with the baboon word. How, dude? Dude wouldn't shut up. He couldn't hear you. If someone drops another super chat, maybe we'll re-add him. But I don't think so. It'd have to be like a $40 super chat. But probably not going to happen. I don't think you guys want him that bad, that much bad. I don't think you want him back that badly. Any final questions, comments? Smash that like button, get the 80 likes maybe. 80 likes, fellas. 80 likes, 80 likes, 80 likes, 80 likes. Hey, time, if you're still watching, I appreciate those sources. That help us do the win, man. His brother mentioned, yeah, and one called Graham a baboon. I mean, that shows you all you need. He called me a whole list of he called me a whole list of words, including baboon, including the c word, including etc. 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 Did I call him a word once? Maybe I said shut the fuck up for 2 seconds. Maybe once. Any final questions or comments or anything, guys? Call him and what the hell is that? I don't even want to say that word. It sounds like a racial slur. Sign of low IQ. To be loud, cut off, and call names. No kidding. But I'm going to go to bed now. I appreciate the likes. I hope you guys enjoyed that live stream. That was an interesting one. I appreciate him for coming on, but it's like after being called a baboon and then calling me, I hope someone else comes on here and, I mean, yes, dude was an AOC voter. Any final requests? Hey, if someone drops a super chat, we can play your favorite song. Let's go, guys. $5 super chat. Any video, any song. Let's go. It's Friday night. If not, I'm gonna hop off here. I'll give you guys 60 seconds. If you have anyone has a victory song or any kind of songs whatsoever? All right, guys, I'm going to hop off now. Have a good night. Smash that like and subscribe button. Actually, 30 more seconds. We are the champions. Okay, man. Okay. Right before I logged off, you came through with that. You came through for that. I mean, I consider that. Okay, we'll play both of those. We'll play both of those songs. I consider that a get back for. I know. I'm gonna see a barber soon, guys. I'm gonna see a barber soon. Listen, Lids. Listen. The champions proving 18-year-old Lids wrong. The end. Are the champions. Thank you. So are you. Appreciated. When you were my age, you wanted to vote for Bernie. I don't want to vote for Bernie. Oh, we got a lot of Parker fans in here. Parker wouldn't stand a chance against me. He's not even as good as that dude's brother, to be honest. I don't think he's even as good as that dude. And they're both 18. I think that dude. Champions. Our champions. We are champions. MAGA play Sabotage by the Beastie Boys. I said a $5 super chat. Just drop another $3 super chat. We'll make it happen. Champions. I want to debate people that come on here live with me and debate. We are the champions. Once again, I still stand behind everything I said. He was the nicer brother. He was, probably even the smarter brother, in my opinion. But now we're going to play the next song. Chris Webby. I'll be honest, I never heard this before. Is he going to drop the other $3 for the request, or is that a no-go? Am I a super mod, Graham? How can I make you a super mod? Oh, you mean the highest moderator status? Let me check. It says I'm going to have to remove you as moderator. You know what? I'll remove you and I'll re-add you. Let me make sure you're the highest status. Okay, add moderator. Managing moderator. I think you were already managing moderator, but you're a super mod. I appreciate that, Burnell. I think that was an easy win, honestly. My whole entire point was proven, both on the state level and the federal level. And like I said, it doesn't matter. He kept claiming that illegal immigrants were a benefit for the country. GDP just means they freaking pay a small amount of taxes and they create product. Okay, cool.
I wish I didn't have to keep writing these songs. I really do.
For now, you are a super mod.
Let me warm up real quick. Another time, another year, another chance to remind these rappers why I'm who they feel.
A 9-minute song? Oh.
Now it's time to say goodbye and have me sign your souvenirs. Cause this Wednesday's the last one. Really? It's a rap, son. 7-year album.
I'm not gonna play the whole song, but that's a super. Hey, thank you, Maximum. You only dropped $3, but I'll do it for you.
If you don't move, you might be catching the straight. Low key, lot of rappers biting Webby these days. I'm a proud dad. Who am I to get in the way of all my sons I gave life to? Look at them run. Feels like yesterday I taught them.
Thank you, Maximum Leverage. Thank you, Brunel. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, everyone that's dropped supers. I'll play it anyway. I mean, what did he say? If you can go from being a chimp to a baboon for 2 seconds, what the fuck does that even mean? He was argumentative and didn't listen. That's another part of debating. Debating is not just about yapping, it's also about listening. It's not just about talking. You gotta let the other person talk, which, maybe I talked a little bit too much, but when I debate with other people, and we don't seem to talk over each other very much. But it's probably both sides, to be honest, but part of debating is listening. But we're not going to play the full 10-minute song. I'll give you a full 5 minutes, which is 2 more minutes. But let's get the 90 likes, fellas. Can we get the 90 likes?
Now it's just another cover up. Really got me, what the fuck? All these black rock motherfuckers trying to come for us.
Thank you, Maximum. Thank you, all the moderators.
Pour some Ohio tap water and fill them up a cup. Straight from East Palestine. Make them all swallow it. And drive them to their first visit to the oncologist. 2 years later when the tumors all surface. Just to look them in the eyes and tell them that they deserve it. We got Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, all these damn serpents in society lying like they are trying to hurt us.
Chris Webby. You want me to play it now? Okay. Play which one? The whole thing? I think that's what he means. He's not a girl, he's 8. I do have to play the full thing. It's a good song.
DCF can have them if they shitting in a litter box. Did you get boosted? Or Charlie Booth did? All these shots fucking with hearts like Cupid. They selling souls to the pharmacists, taking blood money and sucking big.
Thanks for staying up late. Hey, I appreciate you guys. And I have to get up at 7 for the stream then.
All I'm saying is I am sorry. I know that I'm a fire starter, but I tried to tell them all in raw thoughts fine. But let me add, if you got it against your will, for a job that'll pay your bills, and your boss is
Tom McDonald's is awesome. AB on Discord. Now I can debate. We had hours of it today. Time, man, you're a genius. With your sources, you really helped me out, man. You're really good at digging up sources quickly. You helped me slaughter that debate. I want to give credit where credit is due.
But look, Nestle is the company supplying the fat. That's a conspiracy. I'm just not subscribing to that. So get your tinfoil hat and never come back again.
That's Tom Holland. It's Chris Webby.
You say sorry for being white. Not that again. How you blaming me for slavery? Shit, I'm Italian. Only on your mother's side. See? You just fucking lied. Shut the fuck up, yo. Damn. Let me fucking slide. Not getting canceled already. It's been a bumpy ride. You expect me to run and hide? Never that. I'll be ivermectin with it. Yeah, I gave him the remedy. Hit the game with the recipe.
Hey, I can tell you that you're 160 IQ. I 100% believe that, dude. The way you kept hitting them with sources and facts, Did you see the amount of rage that young man had in him? He was like, "Ah, you fucking baboon!" That's what he called me.
Wait, did my song censor itself? Oh, great. Now they'll say I'm anti-Semitic as well. It's all right. And make sure my records never will sell. Say what you
Hey, Nacho Cheese, I remember you. Come on. You don't think I know who you are? It's Mr. Christopher. How are you doing? You came on to the end of the stream, but I appreciate you coming on. We still have one more song, Sabotage by the Beastie Boys. Welcome back to another stream, Nacho Cheese. Hey, by the way, I still appreciate you. I was just joking about the Mr. Chris thing. Be whatever you want to be. I still appreciate you. Don't forget that. No disrespect. That was just a funny crack joke. Funny crack up joke. I have a freaking mullet. What do you guys think? People say I look like Theo Vaughn with this haircut.
Sisters in the quarantine zones, or anyone else tapped into these frequencies hearing my words. The survivors out there who still have enough fight in them to stand up against the injustice and tyranny of the establishments risen from the shadow.
I know you think Trump is a joke, but you love this.
Seek to keep us in a state of dependence as they rule over us, just like the government elites in times of old.
This is just a music stream right now.
Spirits may be broken, but it isn't over yet. My name is of no importance anymore. All that matters is that I have found the cure they've been keeping from us. Anyone looking to seek refuge and help us take the next steps towards a brighter tomorrow, you have a home with us. To those prepared to dispense,
So I still have to keep.
and to those whose fear.
All right, I'll email you, Bruno. I'll email you. Do the people still exist? Yeah, the people still exist. Will, do I have to keep playing the whole song? Okay, it's almost over. I'll be a fair man. I'm a man of my word. There's 15 seconds left.
So to anyone looking to interfere and try to further subjugate us, Fedra or whoever, we'll be ready.
That's that. Okay, we had one final request. I'm also a man of my word. So we're going to play Beastie Boys. Interesting. I'll discuss with you time. But right after this, I'm probably going to go to bed. But I'll definitely message you tomorrow. We can discuss the details of our Sunday stream. 100% agree with that, Jimmy. Why did Palestine deny statehood 6 times? Absolutely. I'll always honor a request. I'm a man of my word. It was a good song. Peace out, man. Peace out. I hope you subscribed, by the way. $2.1 million deaths? No. Try 60,000. Beastie Boys. Any final requests or comments? Let me know. If not, $5 super chat for any final songs or anything like that. If not, I'm gonna hop off. I'll give you guys 60 seconds. Any final requests, comments? Smash that like button up. 90 likes, maybe? 90 likes? Then go help them, Murphy. Alright, fellas, I'm gonna hop off. That was an interesting stream. Come back for tomorrow morning stream at 7 to 8 a.m. Oh, you can dim both of them. That's interesting. Peace out. Appreciate all the moderators, everyone, etc., etc., etc. Appreciate all of you. What do you want to play? What do I play, Brunel? What do you want me to play? Another song of my choice, or what? What is play it? I feel like you want Devil as a Democrat. Okay, you guys. I'm gonna have to freaking raise the price after this, otherwise we're gonna be going all freaking night. I don't know what Burnell wants to play, so I'm just gonna play the second request. Your choice. Alright, I'm gonna play the request then. That's my choice, I guess. I'm not even finding the song. Di Porrito? By Rucka Rucka? Is that Rucka Rucka? Is that what you're talking about? Is this the song?
I come here before the last election. And President Trump said now go back. Put everything I have into a big knapsack and go goodbye.
Okay, this is a meme song. I used to listen to this guy like freaking 15 years ago. Why am I not surprised he's still making videos? Why did you escape over the border? Running from the police in a lawnmower. Watching a telenovela and a few shows. Oh yeah, aren't you a little bit more normal? Buying a new cell phone at the mall. Listening to heavy metal with some dude. Yeah, the first time I heard Rucka Rucka was during Obama's administration. So that freaking tells you it's been a while. The meme shit is hilarious. This was like at the beginning of freaking meme culture. Can we get 2 more likes? We got 44 people in here. Thank you, Burnell, for removing that freaking Murphy thingy wingy. Go find yourself a jobbo. Meme is us. Hey, thank you, Maximum. Sitting on the porch in front of your casino, selling Thank you for all those gifts. Much love. I hope you had a great time on the stream. I appreciate all of you, really. Laughing Disco. Without all the moderators and without all you people supporting the channel, would not be possible. So once again, really appreciate you guys and the gifts and everything. Peace out, Maximum. Peace out. Have a good night. It makes fun of whites too. That's why Rucka is great. Yeah, I already heard some things that made fun of some white people on this song. This is just a meme. This is just a meme. I really appreciate you as well, Trinity. I trolled Jola for 2 hours last night. He didn't mute me. I mean, Jola also refused to debate against me when I requested it multiple times, which was interesting. But, oh well. All right, now I gotta go to bed. Okay, I'll ask one more time. Any final song requests? But this time it's gonna be a $10 super chat because you guys are just sending the $5. He only take baits. I love my life. You two all. Will you teach me? You should join the Discord. We got people, a lot of different people in there. We got freaking 18 until like freaking 65 years olds in there. Brunel, send your email. I'll reach out to you. I'm going to hop off here though now. I really appreciate you guys, but no final calls, nothing. Don't send it. Don't send it. I'm going to bed. Peace out, everyone. Have a good night. Much love to all the moderators and everyone sleep well. Love you guys. Good night. Love you, Jimmy. Love you, Burnell. Love Maximum. You gotta stay known, Graham. Oh, freaking Burnell, man. Always coming through like that at the last minute. I did not expect that. I really appreciate you. I'm going to keep going up with the channel, keep going up. Maybe next year I can have over 100,000 subscribers. And I'll never forget any one of you guys. Never. So just remember that. I'm going to keep rising up there. Salute to Burnell. Salute everyone out there. Really appreciated it. Jola is just ignorant. Gotta go, bro. Have a good night. Thank you, Burnell. Everyone slap that like button. Everyone say W Burnell. Let's get some W Burnells in the chat. Burnell, I'll never forget you. Never, ever, ever. If I had 2 million subscribers, I'll be like, now that man Burnell, he is a legend. He was there since day one. And I really appreciate it, man. But message me your email if you want to make some kind of collab happen. And I'm still gonna make the collab happen with that other smaller MAGA YouTuber, the guy with the 7,000 subscribers. I forget his name, but we're gonna make that happen as well too. I won't forget any of you guys, but W Burnell, W Burnell, W. What else can I say, man? I really, 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 really appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone in the chats. I cannot thank you guys enough. It means a lot to me. I have Dennis's. I need to reach out to Dennis because I have his Twitter, and that's where I'm going to make the collab happen through. But I'm going to message him on Twitter tomorrow, and we're going to collaborate with Dennis Burnell. So don't worry, man. I'm going to work on that tomorrow. You gave me Dennis's handle on Discord. I'll message him on Discord too, but I'll also message him on Twitter. Wherever he answers is fine. But Burnell wants to see the Dennis. Trinity wants to see the Dennis. We're gonna make the Dennis thing happen. So Dennis, if you're watching this, thank your supporters, Burnell and Trinity. All right, Burnell, I'm gone as well. Have a great night, everybody. Peace.